Guys, what's up? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Gabb, Bree, here to talk NFL with you. I'm just gonna be honest. Week four sucked. I didn't have a good time, Bree. I don't think that you had a really good time either.
I'm gonna be
No.
honest with you. Out of the 4 games the Patriots have played this season, that was the most exciting. That
Well,
was
at
the
least
I've
you had some
had.
excitement. Yeah.
That's the one that I had the most fun watching. Felt the best about, which is absolutely insane to say because Bailey Zappe ended up playing 95% of that
Yeah.
game. And did pretty well, all things considered. I mean, I know they didn't ask him to throw a ton, so take this with a grain of salt. But they took the Packers down to overtime, and I didn't think that was going to happen. But I did have such a weird feeling about this game coming into it. So if they won, my intuition would have been right, and that would have been really cool. But the whole thing was crazy. The whole thing was freaking nuts.
Yeah, I didn't watch much. I tried to. See, my problem is when it gets to the 4 o'clock games, I want to take a nap.
Yeah, I get
And I
that.
was like at peak nap time when he went in. I saw a few things. It didn't look good from Aaron Rodgers, I'll tell you that.
No, no, it was very interesting the way not only he was, playing, especially in the first half, he had no impact whatsoever. Why they turned away from running the ball is beyond me, but thanks. Thanks for doing that. But yeah, and then to see sections of Packers Twitter, whether it be some beat writers or reporters, and then fans starting to turn on him and getting pissy with him. It was just a beautiful sight to see that, like, not only are the Patriots doing this to him, he's going up against a third string quarterback, and they look about the same. Now the second half was a horse of a different color. Aaron Rodgers doing what he does not have 2 bad halves in a row, rarely ever. So he figured it out, but still, it was just back and forth. They score, Pats score. They score, the Pats score. Like, it was. I think, more impressed. Obviously, I was very impressed with Bailey Zappe. That goes without saying, but I was really impressed by the way the defense played. I don't think it's surprising that the Patriots defense is on the level of good. But the way that they played this game feels like, because they had to go with a third stringer, everybody kind of rallied around him and said, all right, well, he's got to go out and do this. And he's obviously not prepared for it. I don't care what anybody says. He doesn't know the offense yet. He's been with the team for a cup of coffee. He doesn't know it yet. And that's totally fine. I feel like he's not expected to right now. But the way the entire team kind of rallied around this kid and said, all right, well, if he's got to do this, we're going to do our best to help him on both sides of the ball. Maybe not Jake Bailey, because special teams didn't have the best day. But it was really exciting, and I know that they lost. I understand that, and I'll be the first one to tell you moral victories are bullshit. They count for nothing. They mean nothing. Great, you played okay,
But sometimes
but
you
still
need
lost.
it, Sometimes you need that little tiny hope to get you through the season. Sometimes you just need something. Some kind of positive out of whatever bad is going on.
Sometimes you need it, especially when you're in a situation like this, where your starting quarterback's out for an undetermined period of time, where your backup is concussed, and now who knows how long he's going to be out, especially with the way the NFL is now policing these concussions because of the Tua situation.
As they should, yeah.
As they should, but it was insane to see how many people got ruled out of games for concussions this week in comparison to the previous weeks, because obviously the NFL's in hot water right now with all of this.
Right.
To see a third string quarterback go out and do that and come really, really close to winning that game. Maybe there were a few decisions on the coaching side of things that they could have done better. But I don't think Bailey Zappi could have done any better given the circumstances of his first NFL game. Not only his first NFL game, his first NFL game at Lambeau.
Right, like where else
Horrifying.
would you not want to
That's
start your
terrifying.
NFL career? Yeah, well, can I ask you this question? So, do you think realistically, the level that he's going to play, do you think it's that much different than what Mac Jones can do?
I think.
I mean, I'm sure his decision making is going to be
Yeah,
like significantly weaker, but I know they look exactly the same because they look
they
exactly the
do.
same. You
They
want to
look
say
like the
they're
same
going to play
person.
the same. That's what the freaking Giants thought with Daniel Jones. They're
Yep.
winning. I don't know how, but yeah. So
No, I don't. I think Zappe is a close type of quarterback, but I still think Mac, because he played at Alabama. No, it wasn't for a long period of time, but still, he had the coaching from Saban, and now he's got already a year of Belichick under his belt as a full starter and everything. He's got a little bit more arm strength, I think. I know people like to shit on Mac Jones for the whole arm strength, noodle arm and whatever. That's mainly Bills fans, but
yeah.
regardless,
Oh my god.
regardless, people think that's an issue. And I understand that because there are times where I look at Mac Jones and I say, okay, we got a little bit more arm strength. We could be a little higher. We can do a little better here. But I don't think, like, let's say the Pats go out and win this coming weekend and Bailey Zappi has a better game than he had last week.
Well, I mean, at least he's getting to go against a very, very bad defense with the Lions, unlike Kenny Pickett, who is going to play the Bills, Bucks, Eagles for the next couple weeks. I'm like,
Kenny Pickett
couldn't
is
be
about
any-
to go
couldn't be
through it.
any better for Kenny Pickett. I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to start those games? I mean, yeah, you got to get Mitch out of the game, but like,
I'm really excited
Man.
for it though, because obviously we know Mitch Trubisky is. We've been saying it for the last couple of weeks that this move had to happen.
it had to happen. It had to happen
It-
against the Jets, or it wasn't going to happen for a few weeks. And I'm glad it happened when it did, but I don't know how it's going to go for them. Really quick, I have some Patriots stuff for you. So I might have some Patriots news to tell you after the
God.
show. You might have someone else on your team, probably practice squad, but I'll give you the info when the show is complete. I might be breaking NFL news. I don't know, guys. We'll see after.
Okay.
But
Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to think of who or like what.
no one that you would know.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. No one that you would
okay.
know. Someone just had to work out there. So we're talking about if we want to. What?
I'm thinking.
It's not Odell Beckham Jr. Don't.
No.
worry about it.
I didn't think it was.
We're talking defense. You. I don't think you'll know. I really don't think you'll get it. This person. No.
Okay.
We'll
right.
talk.
I'll
we'll
wait.
talk after.
I'll
Yeah,
wait then.
but he could be there. We'll see. So
Okay.
have a missed call. That could be. So if we're gonna talk about the Steelers, we'll go back to that. We'll go back to Kenny Pickett. He did fine. Scored a few touchdowns, but he also threw 3 interceptions. It's very unfortunate that his last name's Pickett because
Yeah.
3 picks in your
The jokes
first
write
NFL
themselves.
debut against the Jets.
So
You know,
bad.
my picks on Sunday weren't very good. They're never good because I'm just going off of memes and funny jokes at this point. But if there's a one that I want to brag about, it's Steelers losing to the Jets.
And for the majority of that game, I didn't think that the Jets were going to be able to do it because Zach Wilson
Oh, he
didn't
sucks.
look
He does not look
good.
good.
He's not good.
I mean, the
but-
gritty was cool. That was fine. I mean,
okay, I have a hot take, maybe. This might ruffle some feathers, and if it does, I'm sorry,
oh
but
gosh,
I'm sick of the gritty.
what? Come on.
Like, I'm sick of it. It's so played out. I need somebody to come up with something new, something
Well,
cool.
they had a new, but you can't do the new anymore because Antonio Brown is sex pest.
Oh,
So the new gotta go. Put that shit on. Canceled. Song's over.
yeah.
Fun while it lasted.
Lasted
He
longer
must
than
have
I
known,
expected it to,
he
given
must have
what he
known some
does.
information that we didn't know about the divorce. Because that
It's
photo was
so
perfect timing. If anybody
oh
didn't
my
see,
god.
Antonio Brown posted a photo with Tom Brady's soon-to-be ex-wife on Instagram. Was it yesterday?
No, it was Sunday.
Well,
Sunday during the
and
games.
now Tom Brady, of course, it's coming. Bree, I just want to know how you feel about this.
Splitsville. Um, so I have a lot of opinions and a lot of feelings about this, given that I am in no way related to this whatsoever, except for like a football fan. Um, I don't know these people personally. I don't know their relationship. They have no bearing on my life whatsoever, and I am sad. I mean, they were supposed to be what you picture of the perfect relationship for an athlete and a woman in the type of position that she is, be it a model, singer, movie actress, whatever, like a woman of
Right.
fame.
It's way better than Leonardo DiCaprio and Gigi
Yeah,
Hadid.
yeah, and yeah, whatever 20 whatever year old he's dating this month. But like yeah, when you looked at Tom and Giselle, that's what you were like, oh my god, they're so perfect. They show that famous people can do it, raise the kids, do this, do that,
Mhm.
whatever. Um, but I'm gonna sit here and say, and this kind of hurts me to say because as you guys all know, I look at Tom Brady like he's the second coming. He can do no wrong,
Yep.
all of that. This is 1,000% his fault.
Oh, and yeah, for sure.
1,000%. And again, this is just my opinions on this, my speculations. I don't know anybody involved. I don't know any information that you guys don't know. My thoughts on this are the reason why this is happening is because when he said that he was going to retire, she said, "Okay, that's it. That has to be it. It's time for you to be a father. Your kids are getting older now. I mean, the oldest is 14 or something like that." Um And then when he made the decision to unretire, I feel like it was a massive argument and he basically said, screw it, I'm going to do what I want. Or B, he made the decision without consulting her. And
Mhm.
then that's when this whole massive blowout happened where she fled to Costa Rica and then he had to take time off from camp. Um, all of it is because he is still playing football. And
Yeah, and
I
I
can say
definitely
that,
see now we are getting some more background. Like people were speculating it, people were saying,
yeah.
and honestly, like it just shouldn't be something that we like put out there like that. So it's very important. Get it? Now we know some things going on. Now we know why the iPads were flying around.
Well,
Now we
he
know
does that.
why.
I mean, he's done that
Yeah, but this is
before.
a little extra. There's some like extra anger going on with Tom Brady. He just doesn't look like he wants to be.
No, well, no, he definitely looks miserable. And if you guys know anything about Tom Brady, like he's not the type to be on the sidelines like some of these other quarterbacks or players and be like overly animated or whatever. Like he's gonna sit there and I mean in like an excited way or
Right.
stuff like that. Like he's not gonna be like Baker and he's go up and down the sidelines and like high fiving all the
Exactly.
guys
Yep.
and stuff, or he's not gonna whatever. He's not gonna do any of that. He never has in all of my years of watching him. What he has done is get pissed off and he yells at people and he throws things like a toddler. But that is so it's not like completely over the top for him or completely uncharacteristic, but everything piled on top of that is
Yeah,
like,
it's a
what the
lot going
hell?
on.
Like this guy is going through something, and
You
now it
see,
seems like we obviously know why. Even though I mean, I think I said in August when he missed that week and a half of camp that this was going to happen. The writing was on
yeah.
the wall, and it sucks. I feel bad. I feel bad for the kids especially, but
I mean,
he
it's a
made his
bad week.
decision.
It's such a bad week. Your
So
divorce
bad.
gets leaked out and you lose to Patrick Mahomes.
Well, and that's another thing. I've seen people
Ugh. That's gotta be
tweet
it's gotta suck.
all-time bad week. But I've seen people tweet like, "We don't know what's really going on. Like, let's not take the word of a gossip column like too seriously." I don't know about you guys, but these gossip columns are
They're
right
on it.
more
They're on it
often than
every single
not.
time. Every single time they're on it. Every time TMZ puts something out, everyone's like, "Ooh, let's not
TMZ
believe it till it's true." TMZ's always out first, and they're always true.
TMZ is like their batting averages and page 6 not as good, but still really good. And with it,
Pumping out the content when they need to. Yeah.
this story especially, they have been on top of it. So
She probably put it out there herself. She's like, "Get this out there now. He already embarrassed himself in the game. Let's keep it going."
I don't want to sit here and like speculate about their life because I do feel bad and it's a personal situation and there are real people involved. They're not just famous
Right.
people that we think they are, like they're actual human beings. But like these gossip
Mhm.
columns, man, they're usually
Mhm.
on it, which it's sad if this is actually going on. But if I'm going to believe anybody, it's going to be somebody like that rather than a random Bucks reporter that
Oh,
thinks they
yeah.
got a leak or something.
100%. I'm believing TMZ every single time.
Yeah.
Whoever, yeah, that you got me with that one. Real quick, this comment. Sure, I'm sorry
Scooter.
to tell you this. He said the Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
That's this. Okay,
No,
so hello. This
I
is
don't want to rain on your parade.
the second Cowboys fan to say that to me today.
Well, I mean, like, what do you expect though? I would probably say the same stuff if we were games with backup quarterback. I believed in Jacoby Brissett for like a day. Guess what happened? Didn't really work out.
For a day.
So, I mean, I do like Jacoby, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it.
now that goes to like an interesting topic again. All week, we said it last week. It's still happening. Cooper Rush, he's a fine backup quarterback. He's doing exactly what
Yeah.
you need your backup quarterback to do. He should not take Dak's starting spot.
No,
No way.
no, he
It's rush
absolutely
hour.
shouldn't.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Come on. You're paying Dak to be your starter. He's like a top 10 quarterback. Um,
There's, I can't
no,
envision
I
a
get it
world
though. I do.
where Dak loses his starting position. Rush.
Dak will reach time. Yes, he will. But like, do you really think that Cooper Rush should be starting over him? Like, it's really a thing. Like, everybody is pushing out that
No.
narrative, and I know why they're doing it. They just want to like fuck with the Cowboys. They want to fuck with the fans. They want to fuck with Jerry Jones.
Well, the thing is this sounds like something Jerry Jones would pose
Right.
because he's a freak.
Some drama.
Like he's
put
just
some drama.
nuts.
He loves the QB drama. I'm surprised he's not saying it himself on the radio.
Yeah. What I will say though is Cooper Rush's record is crazy to me. I
Really proud of him.
I don't think I ever had I not known previously going into the week because they talked about it like crazy this week, so it's hard not to know. But going into this week, if I didn't know that he was undefeated as a starter, I absolutely wouldn't believe it.
He did say it on the radio. Jerry Jones said it on the radio.
Goodbye.
I can't with this man. You know, he just wants to sabotage his own team. He'll get the $1 billion stadium, every facility you can, but he'll
Nuts.
damn sure make it crumble on the radio. And I love that for him. You know, he's gonna entertain us every single time.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness. Okay. Thank you guys for filling us in on this because I don't watch First Take or Undisputed anymore.
I do watch First Take sometimes, but it's a little too early for me. Like, maybe we'll wait till Colin Coward hour, but I'm not surprised Skip would say
This is
something
so
like
funny.
that. He's just a funny guy. Like, that's his brand though, you know. He's gonna say the most outlandish,
Yeah.
crazy, foolish take. If we want to talk about a backup quarterback that I think is gonna be fine, let's talk about Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy, I love this guy.
I really
Him
like
and
Teddy
Tyrod
too.
Taylor. Him and speaking of Tyrod Taylor, this guy can't catch.
Never.
quick.
It's just never gonna work out, and I feel so
I
bad.
feel so.
You
so
know who
bad.
I feel bad because Baker Mayfield had to take his damn place, and now look at this.
Ugh.
Right.
Anyway.
But I went to the game. I
Teddy.
went to the Thursday night football game. I was there. When Tua got injured, I was in line to get the damn chili hot dogs. They're so disgusting, and I hate. Yeah, I was in line to get those, and they were playing it on the screens around the stadium. I thought they were just replaying it themselves, but I guess no. It was the Amazon broadcast showing them
Yeah,
on the ground like that. I was like,
they. I can't even tell you how they probably replayed the hit and him like
yeah,
seizing up or whatever
once is enough.
at least 5 times.
I
Are you
don't
like
need to see him on the little cart being taken off the
no?
field. I don't want to see that.
I don't need to see him
Just
sitting
tell us.
there and his hands not in
It was so
control
gross. It was
of
so
his
gross.
body movements.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Like you can't show a guy. They won't show a guy breaking his ankle more than once, but they'll show this somebody going into actual
Yeah.
neuro like shock. We'll do that though. That's fine.
That game though, I will say, like where I was sitting, I've never been around more fun people, more fun fans in my life. So props to
Really?
you. It was a lot of Dolphins fans. We're more in like
Oh.
where all the Dolphins fans were, but like there was some Bengals fans, some Dolphins fans. Everybody got along, fun
Mhm.
time. Everyone was having. We sat by Jerome Baker's family. We're like, oh, we're
Okay.
all from Cleveland. That was really cool. But I do have one complaint about their stadium. It's
About the
old as
Bengals
dirt.
stadium.
Yeah,
Well,
it's old
yeah.
as dirt. You don't know where you're going. There's no signs to tell you where your fucking seat is. We asked the guy that was like working, we're like, what number? Because you know, when you walk down, because we had like seats on the end, we're like, what number is like
Yeah,
starts
right.
with this one? He goes, oh, it's 35. Go down, the first row is 35. I'm like, okay, that's not helping us any. They're not labeled. You can't find your way around there. The signs are like this big, but the numbers even smaller.
Yeah.
And there's like stairs to go to every level. And I'm like, I never come back here again. Not only did they win, but I couldn't find my way around. So I only complain about them, but the fans are really nice. But yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. It's insane. The whole thing is a mess. And the NFL is getting rightly pressured for all
Right.
of this. People are getting fired as they should. I feel like that first guy might have been kind of a scapegoat, but regardless, if he was involved in the Bills game
Hmm.
and the way that was diagnosed or handled or whatever, and then especially the week leading up to last Thursday night. I mean, I'm obviously not a doctor, especially not a head doctor, whatever you want to call these people, a neuro, whatever. But I feel like I've watched football long enough and played sports long enough to know when a person is dealing with a concussion just from
Also,
watching it.
right, like we're not doctors by any means, but maybe don't watch a movie on an airplane after you just
Yeah,
went to the emergency.
you're when
Maybe
people
try that.
when people would get hurt in like high school, when the football players in high school would get concussions, they weren't allowed to use the computers in class. They weren't allowed to be on their phones. Nothing. We're
They
gonna
wouldn't
let this
even really
guy.
have to go to school, to be honest.
Yeah, right. You were allowed to miss days of school. We're gonna let this guy watch a movie on the plane, and it
And then
wasn't.
you might
It
let
was a
him
bad movie on top of it.
yeah, very bad movie. They should off,
Yeah,
honestly,
I
like, at
agree.
least.
I agree.
But I do
Um,
think Teddy's gonna be fine. I mean, his wide
I
receivers are
hope
really
so.
good.
Yeah. Well, that if this was like a Miami Dolphins team 2-ish years ago, then I would be concerned. But you can just dump it off, and you'll be fine. Tyreek Hill
Did you
can make
see
stuff
his quote?
happen.
His quote was so good. Did you see it?
Hold on. Who's he? What
Tyreek
he are we
Hill's
talking?
quote.
No, I have not.
Some Dolphins like beat reporter asked him a question. He was like, "How do you think it's gonna work with Teddy? Like, are you gonna be able to put up numbers?" He said, "If you were back there, I could be able to put up numbers with you."
Right.
I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that one." Also, like all the Bengals fans, see, I'm just giving Bengals so much hate. I feel bad for this, but like they were like, "Oh, Tyreek Hill, he was so bad, but he put up 170 yards."
Tyreek Hill's not bad.
Mind you, he didn't score a touchdown, okay, but like 170 yards, he literally cooked your defense. But
A
I
lot
guess
of there's
lot
a
of
lot of
trolling.
fan bases right now that are kind of getting on my nerves. And that,
Yeah,
like,
same.
for stuff like that,
Right.
I mean, it's it's not true. It just because he
Yeah.
didn't score doesn't mean he had a bad game. Ugh. What else? What else happened this week? Oh, if we want to talk about getting on nerves,
Oh
this is
no.
this is good. This
Oh
is
no.
real good.
Who?
I just want to know why Jim Harbaugh does the things that he does.
Okay, well, have you seen his brother?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they're
runs
both
in the
bad.
family.
Jim and John both, yeah, I'll
So
just keep it to myself. You get what I'm saying.
you look at Jim Harbaugh, and we've talked about him enough over the last few weeks. Why he does the things that he does, nobody knows. Whether it's just going back and forth between quarterbacks to start the season and for Michigan and the other stuff that we don't need to get into, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. And then you look at his brother and the things that happened this past Sunday in their game against the Buffalo Bills.
Man, I really thought the Ravens were gonna win that game. I was like, "Damn, okay." I was like, "Wow, they're really gonna do it." They're putting up all the numbers, and then they pulled a Cleveland Browns, can't play defense in the second half, and are going to let the Bills just, like, walk this off.
In a game that they absolutely could have won.
Yeah, I mean, you had J.K. Dobbins scoring 2 touchdowns in, like, 2 minutes on his first game back.
Like, and I understand you have Lamar Jackson, and more often than not, the right move is to put the ball in Lamar's hands for him to make things happen. Totally get that. I'm not going to dispute that whatsoever. Unless you're sitting here in a situation where you are tied with like 4 minutes left, take the points. Take the freaking points.
Yeah.
Kick the field goal and make your defense work, because it's a lot easier for your defense to maybe let up a little bit of yardage here and then for them to have to tie it up, force their hand, make them have to tie it up with the field goal, or make them go for the win. And if you go to overtime, great, you go to overtime. Figure it out from there. If they miss or the game-winning touchdown pass falls incomplete, you win the game because you took the points. I don't understand. And then Marcus Peters deserved to be heard at the end of that game.
Oh, he
Harbaugh
had a lot to
deserved
say.
to hear what he had to say because he messed up. He messed up. People want to sit here and talk about these other quarterbacks aside from Bill Belichick being smart football minds and really good decision makers and things like that. And sometimes Harbaugh is in that conversation. Depends on who you talk to. For me, he's definitely not. For prime example, right there.
And I will say, I'm like a big Josh Allen apologist. Like, I will go hard for that man at anybody that he's not good. He hasn't been playing that well. So, but I don't doubt that the Bills will. Like, I just don't doubt the Bills.
The
And
Bills,
so,
the Bills are
they're
going to be
always going to be
fine.
good. Yeah.
They're
So,
going to be fine. They're just banged up right now.
Yep.
And even then, even with them being banged up, I was really excited though. That first half, I thought maybe crowned them too early. Maybe, I don't know. Turns out, no, I was wrong again about this stupid football team. Their goal is to just ruin my life. I feel like.
well, that's
all.
my own football team's was for. I don't really want to talk about them, but like, I'll give it like a 30 seconds. I don't want to talk about them. Like, they don't deserve to be talked about. Well, okay, so first issue is you don't have Miles Garrett, you don't have Jadeveon Clowney. That literally hurts you already. Like,
Yep.
that's significant. He's not on the field. Your defense isn't that good. Is
Yep.
what it is. So they ran the ball 11 times in a row and scored a fucking touchdown to walk off, win the game. Said, can we get one stop maybe? No, we cannot even do that. So, maybe it'll be better when Miles Garrett comes back. I hope he's okay. You know, he was in a car wreck. I'm glad he didn't play. He did not need to.
No,
But
That was the right decision.
Yeah. The offense, crazy stat. There's a crazy stat that's saying the top 5 offenses in the NFL. Do you know who's top 5?
Aren't the Lions in this?
The Lions are in the top 5. Their defense is atrocious. Lions are in the top 5, and the Browns are in the top 5 also.
Really?
They do score points. Like, they've been scoring points consistently. They just give up a little bit more than they've been scoring. So. Yeah. That's all I got for them. Like, I don't really want to talk about them. Nothing they're doing is making me happy. And they don't deserve to be talked about until they win. So.
All right. You know what? I'm going to be in the same boat next week if the Patriots don't beat the Lions. So I'm going to let you have it.
Oh
I
my
completely
God.
understand.
Yeah, that's going to be a mess. That's a team that's a
It's
mess.
gonna
The
be
Colts.
a disaster.
The Colts are a mess.
The Colts.
Their win against the Chiefs.
I'm done.
Fraudulent.
I'm out.
It was a fraud win. The Chiefs are really good. I'll say that. The Chiefs are really fucking good. The Colts are really bad. Matt Ryan.
Crash.
Retirement home.
Time to go.
You gotta go. They would be better with Carson Wentz, and that's
saying something. Because,
right, but they,
oh my God. Speaking of
he's
trash.
also really bad, but like honestly, they wouldn't do any worse, I don't think. Jonathan Taylor, he's probably not going to play in this
game. For the best. Honestly, for the best, because if he did play in this game, his ass was going to be on my bench for my fantasy team.
And then he would. Yeah.
Colts top to bottom. I'm done. I'm not. No fantasy players from the Indianapolis Colts are seeing playing time for my fantasy football team until they figure their crap out. And that includes Jonathan Taylor. I don't care if he was offensive player of the year, runner-up, whatever last year. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, well, how's your fantasy team doing? You know, I'm like a notorious no fantasy player. Like, I'm always not. I have a lot of fantasy things to say, but I'll let you go first.
So going into this week, 3-0, atop my division, number 2 in my league, doing really well, right? Michael Thomas gets hurt later. Keenan Allen not playing again this week. So I was left with Jalen Waddle, my receiver, Allen Robinson, who that's another team I'm completely out on, is Los Angeles.
Right, they're just
done. Don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Jalen Waddle. Who else did I have to start? Oh, I dropped somebody. Jalen Waddle, Allen Robinson were. Oh, okay. So they were my starting receivers. Obviously, Tua getting hurt impacted Jalen Waddle's numbers, per se. And then I had to start Ramondre in my flex, which is a great idea. I stand by that. However, Jonathan Taylor has been a ghost.
Did not do anything.
He's
not doing anything.
He's never going to score a touchdown again. I'm convinced. So I started him, and I started James Conner. And I thought to myself, okay, this is the last week that I'm starting this receiver tandem in the running back tandem in the running back spots, because they both have let me down the last few weeks, and they've been carried by the rest of my team. This week was no different. I should have put Breece Hall in Jonathan Taylor's spot. I could have left James Conner, or what I figured out after is Breece Hall and Ramondre Stevenson, running backs. Boom, start them right there. Gerald Everett, who is the tight end for the Los Angeles Chargers, he had a touchdown within like the first minute of the game on my bench. Ended up scoring 17 points. Did real well. Did real well on my bench because I figured George Kittle's back.
I can never.
The 49ers are going to do what the 49ers do, and they're going to play George Kittle.
Did you see the meme today? It was like George Kittle playing left tackle.
Yeah, because Kyle Shanahan, the offensive genius that he supposedly is, has one of the best tight ends in the league, and he uses him as a lineman. I know I talk a lot of shit about Travis Kelce. I know that.
But at least he gets the ball.
I stand by a lot of it. He gets targets, receptions. However, George Kittle, my man, please, spatial awareness. Fit that pinky toe in. Not that it would have mattered because I was going up against Austin Eckler this week and Saquon and Josh Allen, so I was going to get my ass kicked anyway. but I would have had a fighting chance if my bench and my starters. Now I'm 3-1. Whatever. Still top of my division, which is fine. I'm projected to finish 4th now. 2 weeks ago, I was projected to finish. I know that's a long season. Change. But people are starting to hit the trade block soon.
Right. Okay, so again, I don't really play fantasy because I always forget my lineups. I always forget something.
Yep.
I'm in a charity league. We've raised like money for whatever. I raised $400 for Cleveland Rape Crisis Center. Shout out to
Good for
Justin.
you.
We have like a person that does like a co with it. Justin, he's in the chat right now. Shout out to you for being my freaking fantasy football partner. And this is my only team I have. We drafted it with all fantasy football experts.
Okay.
Experts, the Twitter fantasy football experts, people that yell at you when you say something funny on the internet, those people. Yes. So we drafted with all of them, and we're 4-0 for the most points so far. And it's just so funny because every time I pick someone, they would like make fun of me. So screw them.
Cool.
I'm in first place for now. I won't get carried away.
Mm-hmm.
But
I love that.
Place. And then also in daily fantasy, I've been making some dollars.
I forgot to make my lineup.
Okay, well, you better make a lineup. Guys, if you're listening every week, daily fantasy, Sunday, 1 p.m., have your lineups in Unsportsmanlike Conduct League. Play against us. I've been making some dollars, so try to beat me.
One of us. Which, I probably would have made some money this week because all of the people that I normally put in my lineups ended up having really good weeks naturally. So,
like when we go to those like fan fests, every time we go there, I talk to like the fantasy people, and they're always like, you got to get creative with your lineups. You got to put someone in that you don't think anybody else is going to have. I've been doing that, and it's been low key kind of working. Jacoby did let me down in the second half. I thought I was going to win the whole thing. Not, but Jamal Williams.
Oh, I love that guy.
And J.K. Dobbins, they really got me the points.
I did that the first week. I think it was Gibson or something. And I didn't win any money, but it proved true that somebody I really wouldn't expect to go off did. So I have to set a reminder for this week because I woke up to make sure that my lineup was set for the stupid London game because it's 6:30 my time is kickoff.
Morning, yeah.
So I woke up at 6 o'clock to make sure that my lineup was set, fell back asleep and then I woke up again because I couldn't remember if I actually woke up to set my lineup or if I dreamt that I did. I wake up again, and luckily Michael Thomas was on my bench. Not that it actually would have mattered because Allen Robinson put up like 0 points anyway, so whatever. And then I thought about doing our thing, and then I said, oh shit, I'm late because I thought that the London games were included too. Turns out they're not. So now I know for this week not to make that same mistake again.
1 p.m. and you're good to go. I have someone in mind that I'm going to have as my quarterback. I'm hoping he does really well. And Bree, I'm sorry he is playing. Right. But I don't know. For some reason, Jared Goff is like going off. I do have an issue though. Everyone is like, oh my God, he's so much better than Matt Stafford. It's so funny. It would be funny if the Rams didn't win a Super Bowl.
Also, it would be funny if the graph didn't exist that showed both of them together. Like
someone just
both of them. Word. There was something floating around Twitter today. It was a graph of quarterback efficiency, I think it was, based on pass protection from the offensive line. And Jared Goff's really bad year, he had really bad protection. Good year, he had really good protection. Last year, Matthew Stafford had really good protection from the Rams. Obviously, we know what happened. This year, it's not great. So he's a little bit lower on this chart. It makes sense. I'm not going to sit here and say Jared Goff is a good quarterback, but give even a below average quarterback a decent offensive line, not even decent, I'll say a good offensive line, a solid offensive line, they can put up some numbers.
Right.
It's hard
I
to
mean,
do it the
even
other
Baker
way
Mayfield did
around.
it. I know I'm relating everything to that man, but like even he did it with like the Browns. But I just get it. I know it's like funny that the Lions are scoring a lot of points. I enjoy the Lions a lot, but to like make fun of Matthew Stafford after he just won a Super Bowl is like they won a Super Bowl. I don't think they care. Everybody wants to win,
Yeah,
but they won.
I
They
don't know.
won, and everyone's like, "Well, he went to a Super Bowl too. If he had this, this, and this." Hypotheticals in sports are my least favorite thing. I do not care. He didn't do it. Even if he had those, who's to say that he would? So,
Right. I completely agree. I don't want to hear if so and so did this or if this happened, then this would have happened. Okay. If I had $1 billion, I'd be the richest person ever. I don't have that much money, so I'm not.
right, it's just
That's
hypotheticals
it.
always in sports kill
Like,
me, and I cannot
shut
deal
up.
with them. Eagles. Let's
But
talk about the Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles are really, 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 really good. The
really good.
Phillies also just made the playoffs. What a time to be alive. The 76ers put it to the Nets. I mean, Philly's got it going on right now.
They've got it. They've got it going on, and it's gross.
I'm
I
happy
don't.
for their fans because at least they'll be nice to their players right
Oh,
now.
will they though?
No, they won't. No, they won't be.
Like,
Because something's gonna happen and it's gonna go downhill. Now, I did pick. This is a spoiler. I picked the Eagles to lose this week just because they have to lose eventually. They have to lose eventually. Why not try now?
who
They're
do
not
they
gonna
play
go
this week?
undefeated. Cardinals. No, I
No,
don't
they're
know.
not gonna. They're not gonna go undefeated. This is not gonna be the week that they lose.
But I'm just gonna keep picking against them until someone like starts like chirping us in the comments.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna get real right here and say that the Rams and the Cardinals. This is exactly. I see Q. I see him. I
Just
can
he
see
needs
him.
to you need to close your eyes and stop listening, sir, because I will say I'm very thankful for the Oklahoma QB beatdown. That was great. But maybe
I
they can do
just.
it against the Eagles. Okay.
I don't think so.
Are the
I
Eagles the
don't.
best team in the NFL right now?
No,
Who's the best team?
it's the Chiefs. The
See, I
Chiefs are
said
just
that
so
and
good.
people were like, okay, so let's just do a timeline. Beginning of the season, I'm like, Chiefs are so good. Chiefs are gonna be so good. Everyone's like, you're such a stupid loser. If there's one take I'm right on, it's that one. They're like, they're not gonna be good. Whatever, whatever. I'm like, okay, fine. They're not gonna be good. Whatever you guys say. They're so good. They're still winning games. So then I said the Chiefs are the best team, and people were like, no one ever said that they weren't. Why are you saying that now?
Oh my god,
Okay, guys.
they're so annoying.
I would put the Bills 1B.
Yeah,
But like
I
the injuries are
yeah, that's the reason why I'm not
yeah.
touching that right now because they're getting hit pretty hard injury
Mhm.
wise. Um,
Also,
the
the Bengals
Chiefs,
just win one game and people are putting them up at the top. I'm like, just chill
give me a
out.
break. Give me a break with the Bengals. The Bengals are really starting to annoy me. They really are. I tried last year to really just sit back and enjoy this team as a non-fan, just football fan in general. And now that, you know, their season ended last year the way that they did, they're a little overhyped,
On
I
the
think.
revenge tour.
So corny.
I mean, they still have the chance to win the AFC North. I'll get to that in a second. But Eagles, I think the Chiefs are better. I think the
Yeah.
Bills could be better. I would love to see them play each other, but I
The
would go with the other two first.
the Bills are, I would say, this is how I would do Chiefs, Bills, Eagles. The Eagles are without a doubt the best team in the NFC. I think. I think that's super comfortable to say. Um, in terms of the whole league, though, yeah, I would put them at behind the Chiefs and Bills. Those
And I
two
mean,
are
they've
they're
they've
freaks.
been they've been there. Also, that helps with what's going on.
Will they lose this week? My sweet boy. They're not.
The Ravens aren't bad. I like the Ravens. I think Lamar.
I
It's
like
just
the
Lamar,
Ravens too.
but their defense needs to get it together.
I would
So
put the Ravens in the top 5 if we're gonna do
Mhm.
power rankings.
Yeah,
I
I'd
would put
put
them.
Ravens
I
top 5.
probably would say at 4. They should be higher. I think a lot of that has to do with their defense and their coach. But work with what you got.
Now, I know I just said I hate hypotheticals in sports, but I really do. I think that if the Vikings move away from Kirk Cousins and get a legit quarterback, they will be very, 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 very good.
Like who though? Like
That
draft
see,
one?
I didn't get to that part. I just the first part. You just have the first part. Maybe Lamar.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Maybe Lamar will go there. Maybe they'll give him lots of money. That's even be so cool.
Lamar and
that's gonna
Justin
be so
Jefferson.
cool. Yeah,
That'd be
like
really
each week
cool.
I'm picking a different team that I'm like shoving Lamar to when the Ravens don't pay him. It was the Lions, but now they have an elite quarterback with Jared Goff. So I mean, got to move on to the next one in that.
Lamar would look
division.
terrible in purple. he
Oh
said.
yeah, you know.
Oh man. Yeah, what if Lamar became a Patriot? That'd be cool.
I mean,
Never in
that'd
a
be
million
good
years
too.
would happen, but it'd be really cool. He had the opportunity to do it in the
Right.
first
So
place.
AFC, I pulled this graphic. AFC South, they're all bad. Is
Yeah.
it ridiculous to say that maybe the Jags could win that division?
Not as ridiculous now as it might have been like a month ago.
Because I like what they're doing.
I am
Trevor Lawrence is looking fine.
I'm
The coach is
pretty
great for them.
pretty impressed with what they're doing. Doug Peterson I think is the perfect fit for this. It's amazing what happens when you get rid of Urban Meyer in situations like
Right.
this. No,
Who would have ever thought?
no bad energy, no physical abuse and
Yeah, not
whatnot.
kicking your kicker, not skipping the flight home. Yeah, we got it. We all know what happened. So I like it. I like
Yeah.
them. I don't like the Colts. I don't like the Titans, and do
I
not like
still
the
think,
Texans.
based on the landscape of it right now, I think the Titans have the best shot at winning that division. And then it's a battle between the Colts and the Jags because the Colts, I mean,
It's
I
a
know
completely failed season. Like,
I know
already,
I
I'll say it.
just said that I'm completely out on them, but I don't think that they're going to be like a 3-win team. Like I think
No,
they're
they'll
going
win
to
some games, but
Yeah.
like in total, it's a definite failed season.
they're not
for
winning the
what-
division
yeah.
in my opinion at all. I don't think that there's a real shot for them to do that, which is crazy because of how overhyped they were going into the year. Don't think I forgot everybody that commented on my Patriots season prediction video saying that
Yeah, they
there's
were
no way the
so-
Patriots beat the Colts. Don't think I forgot. I remember because that video I am.
I mean,
on a
anybody
hot
could beat the
streak right
Colts.
now.
Anyone could beat the Colts. I don't care who it is. Like they.
Not the
And
Chiefs, apparently.
again, their win against the Chiefs was like
It's so bad.
That
looks so bad.
It was like one of those things. Everyone's like, "It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen." It did, and everyone's like, "Oh, the Chiefs are bad."
That's how
Both, yeah.
That's how I felt going into this game against Green Bay. Like it
Yeah.
shouldn't happen. In no world should it happen, but it's gonna happen. Well, just short, but yeah, I
Okay.
get it. Colts are not good though. Matt Ryan.
Yeah, no. Okay, so before we do some picks, we gave some touchdown things. People were talking about it. People were interacting with it. I think that
Yeah,
they
that was cool.
enjoyed it. I had some girl said that she used 2 of ours to make a full one.
Okay.
Worked.
Did it hit?
So yeah, she had like 3 others on there. Yeah, Nick Chubb, Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, great. So maybe this week it's gonna happen. It's gonna be. I have a list of people again. On my list of last week, I had 6 people. 5 of them scored a touchdown. I have a long list right now, but I need to like cut it down a little.
Safe to say we're leaving Jonathan Taylor off of the list.
Jonathan
this week.
Taylor, you're not making the list ever again.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Do you want to start or do you want me to go?
You can go first because I have a list too, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna like whittle away.
So I had Alan Lazard on the list, but I'm not going to pick him because I don't want to start off with the 9:30 game and ruin the vibes of the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which kind
I
of
feel
almost
like
happened last week.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Yeah.
last week was okay because
Yeah.
of who it was. This week, I
Alan
might
Lazard
stay
off
away
the
from
list.
that.
Okay, now the first one I want to add to this list is Stephon Diggs. They're playing the Steelers. I think they're going to put up a amount of points. He hasn't scored a touchdown in like 2 weeks. First pick, I'm going Diggs.
Okay. Me think. See, I want to stay with the Patriots for this because this game I feel like is gonna be
Right, people are going to score.
like 45-32. Yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of points,
Mm-hmm.
and Brits defense isn't that good.
Right.
The question is, do I
Who?
want to go receiver or running back here? And I feel like the safe answer is Damian Harris. But if I want to get cute and up the value on this a little bit, I might go Devontae Parker.
I like that because he's on my 4-0 fantasy team. I like it. I like that one a lot because they're going to score.
Scored last week. So I don't know. Even though last week's touchdown technically shouldn't have been allowed because there was a little bit of a delay game there by like an extra. But I think I'm just gonna play it safe because it still is Bailey Zappe and they're gonna run the balls a hefty amount still. So I'm gonna go with Damian here. Final answer.
I like it. So I have 3 options. You can help me pick
Okay.
the one. 3 options. Okay. I have DK Metcalf. They are playing. Who are they playing against again? Can't even remember. I have DK Metcalf as an option. I have Jamal Williams, scored 6 touchdowns so far.
Probably.
And I have Tyreek Hill. So
Tyreek against the Jets.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah, that's the one. Tyreek Hill it is. If Jamal Williams scores a touchdown, happy for him. But Tyreek Hill, I guess we'll go with that one.
Yeah, because Teddy could just shovel pass it to him and he can take it for 90 million yards and be fine. So yeah. I don't think the quarterback has any bearings on that. So I think that one's good too. What about the Chargers are playing you guys this week.
Right. So I put out this like tweet today. Like it makes me feel like the Browns have been like shitty on defense. They haven't been very good. And I feel like they're gonna do something where the Chargers are like, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be a close game.
Well, it's the Chargers. The Chargers are so like they're gonna stupid that every game's a close game, even if it shouldn't be.
I put out a tweet, I said, it was like that smoking a cigarette meme. I said, me when Austin Eckler scores rushing touchdown on the first drive with Justin Herbert not even attempting a pass. Because their run defense was so bad. But I don't know if Myles Garrett is playing. But I think they will score a lot of points.
I don't want to pull from that game then.
I mean, I think they have to score. There's no way that our defense shuts them out unless they have like some kind of revelation over the next 2 days. Yeah. Looking likely though. Hasn't looked likely for 4 weeks. So
what about Mike Williams?
I mean, there's this TikTok account that every video I go on, literally Mike Williams. It's not him, but it's some kid that has it and just comments Mike Williams on every video.
Oh, I've seen this kid. I've seen him.
I mean, maybe the vibes are high with that one.
Yeah, no, I think I might go with Mike Williams because my luck, Keenan Allen's not going to play this weekend.
Right.
So, and Mike Williams is a freak of nature. So,
and Browns have been not very fun.
And even if Myles Garrett does play, That would take a little bit away from Austin Eckler, maybe, and they would be forced to throw a little bit more. There's Mike Williams. I like the Browns secondary a lot.
Do you? Because I don't think I do right now.
I do.
They were good.
Right now, I don't, but in general, I do, and I don't think that this is going to last for them. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with my gut here because I'm looking at this list right now, and I don't think I like anything else as much as I like that.
Points are going to be scored in that game. So I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Points are
So
gonna be
Damian
scored by
Harris
both
and Mike
parties.
Williams are my picks.
Have Tyreek Hill and Von Diggs. Here we go. Okay, so very AFC East for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, now if we want to talk about the games, we'll run through them really quick,
Go fast.
real fast. We'll get to it. Won't keep you guys forever. But yeah, Thursday Night Football, snooze fest. I'm sorry, I don't want to see Russell Wilson on primetime.
I'm sick of him.
I don't want to see him actually at all. I don't want to see the sandwich commercial. I don't want to see it.
I'm all set with Russ.
Broncos fans, I feel bad for you.
I'm just picking them to win this game because it's a home game, and I think if the Colts were smart, they wouldn't let Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I don't think Jonathan Taylor's going to play this game either, but I'm just going to pick the Colts because I do not like that cornball Russell. So that's
I
the only reason.
I don't like this game whatsoever. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to be upset about it.
Yeah, this game, if you asked me about it a month ago, yeah, it should have been really good.
Yeah.
But now this is a retirement home preview. So no.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Washed up on both sides. And then we go to London. And I know the Packers just struggled against a third-string quarterback, so maybe whoever the Giants have to roll out there at quarterback this week.
Who is it going to be? Jake Fromm?
It happened. I used to love Jake Fromm when he was in college, so I look like a damn fool right now that he's not as good as I hope. So maybe this is going to be like his redemption arc.
A little London
just run
trip.
the Wildcat with Saquon the whole game. Let's get nuts.
Yeah, I mean, might as well because I don't think anything else is going to work out for the Giants. I will say, if we're talking about teams that have annoying fans, Giants, you're at the top of the list.
Tell me.
I know you're winning games, but you're not very good. That's all I got. Aaron Rodgers is better than whoever they're going to put out there.
Yep.
Easy. Okay, Steelers, Bills. Steelers, Bills. The Bills should roll the Steelers by like 40 points. I think the spread's 16. I think it's 16 points. Maybe 14. I don't know. It was a lot of points. I can't remember what it was when I looked at it earlier, but it was double digits. It's not going to be a fun day. I mean, Steelers have decent defense, but the Bills are really...
They're a little banged up too. If Minka's hurt, then I think it all kind of crumbles.
You have your rookie quarterback out there that just 3 interceptions.
Von Miller is going to kill this kid.
Yeah, the Bills defense is a little lacking, but I don't think it's going to matter.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like the last time they played. It's just going to be not fun.
Yeah, I agree. And then the Chargers come to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Browns until they show me reason to pick them. I'm not picking the Browns unless they have to play only 3 quarters.
I don't necessarily blame you. I mean, it's the Chargers, so I'm obviously going to pick the Chargers regardless of who they were playing. But I'm not completely counting out the Browns in this game because, like I just said, these Chargers games are always so stupid. They can't get out of their own way. Brandon Staley can't, he just tries to outsmart himself, and it's a disaster.
Yeah, last year when they played the Chargers, we lost like 45 to like 42. I mean, if we put up 42 points last year, I don't see them not doing something similar.
And there's no reason except for the injuries that they're dealing with right now, which if anybody's getting hit with the injury bug that the Ravens had last year, the Chargers are really close, but they played the Houston Texans. That was a 10-point game. Like that, there's no reason for that. So I think this will be close, but I still think the Chargers are.
I am praying to anything there is If they score on a rushing touchdown on the first drive, I'm not watching the rest of the game. I'm breaking my TV. So just know if they do, TV's broken, can't watch the rest. I'm still gonna go Chargers. Also, real quick, I'm gonna plug something. Perfect timing to do it. I am going to a tailgate this weekend. It's on West 3rd and Summit. It's a mac and cheese bake-off. Me and Madison are guest judges for the mac and cheese bake-off. Get to try like 10 different mac and cheeses. People are bringing them. There's a flip cup tournament.
Ooh, so fun.
So if anybody wants to come, stop by. Starts
Are
at
they doing that next
8:30
weekend too?
well, they'll have stuff next weekend. We'll definitely go.
Cool.
Not mac and cheese, but they will have a lot of food and a lot of alcohol.
Very fun though. Very, very fun. All right. Chicago Bears. I mean, what
Yeah,
do we
no.
do? with that?
It's a no. They're a no from me. So my issue with them is, at first I was
Everything?
like, yeah, maybe you guys were holding back Justin. But I think
Turns
that
out-
he's part of the problem. But he's not helping
Yeah.
by any means. Yeah, you're
I
not
still
helping.
think maybe in a different situation he
For
would
sure.
be better. But
But you're not helping.
he's not doing himself any favors right now. So I can't imagine that they win at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Vikings. The Vikings look a little promising on like 50% of their drives.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
more
as long as
than
they're
the
not
Bears.
playing in a primetime game. I mean, Kirk Cousins.
Right. I mean, like the 9:30 in the morning was perfect.
All right. Here we go. Detroit Lions at New England Patriots. This is
Oh my god, I know this game's gonna be exhausting.
this game's gonna be a lot. And the Pats are wearing their throwback reds this weekend, which is really exciting.
Oh yeah, that's a
So
big deal. Okay.
that's part of the reason why I am sticking with them to win the game, because it would be sacrilegious if they lost while wearing those. They're too pretty to lose. I just think the Pats defense is going to be the big reason as to why they win. I don't think Jared Goff is going to be allowed to throw a bajillion yards like he did last weekend against Seattle. Small, I don't think is going to be able to run all over the place like he did. Now, if DeAndre Swift and Amon-Ra come back, maybe that is a different story. But as of right now, that's what I'm sticking with. And I'd like to think with a full week of prep with the number one squad in practice this week, Bailey Zappe is going to be able to do a little bit more. And he already looked okay last week. So I like where things are trending with him. Not saying that I want him to be the starting quarterback for much longer, but for what he needs to do, I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to go with the Pats at home. Also, at home, they can't go 0-2 at home.
Oh god,
start
that
the
would be so
year.
bad. Do you think
do
people
it.
will? Okay, so I know Patriots fans for a while. It's been pretty easy going.
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's
little bit.
ever going to be a breaking point for the fan base?
It's already started.
Oh, it has it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen.
There's a lot of people that have completely turned on Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that
completely.
one's
Want him fired
ridiculous.
and think that
I loved when he
like,
threw the headset though.
and he totally deserved to. I'm not going to get into it, but the officiating are so bad, garbage, terrible. But yeah, a lot of people since the Cam Newton year.
Okay,
have-
that part I can get that. I can get behind that. I can get
Yeah,
the issue
no.
with that one. Sure.
I can understand that too, but to sit here and say that Bill Belichick has lost his fastball and stuff like that. Like, listen, I'm not happy with the Matt Patricia hiring. I'm
Mhm.
living with it. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it ad nauseum because that's going to do nothing. It'd do nothing but make me even more miserable. Like, that doesn't provide anything. I'm not happy with it. I wish he went out and actually hired a real offensive coordinator and not a guy that he worked with for however many years and transitioned him to that, whatever. But I don't think the greatest coach of all time all of a sudden is not. And a lot of people are feeling that way right now. So it's crazy. It's exhausting. If
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't bad
mean,
enough that Tom Brady left, now we're
God.
dealing with it. Like,
So I'm gonna go with the Lions only. I'm going to pick the Lions every single week. I don't care who they play. They can play the
that's
Browns.
fine.
I'm picking the Lions just
That's totally
because
fine.
I'm rooting for those guys.
They're fun.
I want them to
If
succeed.
a little part of kind of wants them to win, they're a fun team. They're a really likable team. So I get it. And that's exactly how I am with the Chargers. So no issues here.
Yep, going Lions. So Seahawks Saints, don't really like this game. Going with the Seahawks. Saints have been really bad. Andy Dalton, don't want to see you on the field. No offense to you. Watched you enough, seen you not be very good, and I really just don't want to see it anymore.
Nope.
Geno Smith is better than Russell Wilson right now. But again, one has Super. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Saints, I mean, especially if they're gonna be out Mara and Michael Thomas this week.
Yeah, disaster.
I'm good. All set.
Dolphins Jets divisional game. Dolphins should win this game. I don't care who their quarterback is. They should win this game. The Jets have been a little sneaky for the past couple weeks, I will say. They have been scoring some points.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be enough.
Yeah, but I mean, last week it was Pittsburgh. Like, Patriots. If people want to talk about the Patriots being bad, okay, the Patriots beat Pittsburgh. So not really that hard to do, it seems like.
Right.
So, and then yeah, like you said, I don't care that Teddy's going to be the quarterback for this game. You still have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. You're going to be fine. So, and you know what? It's the Jets. I just can't do it.
Okay, this game, I have some reasoning.
I'm sick of you.
I have some reasoning. Come on. Okay, so we have Falcons and the Bucks, and guess what? This game is going for first place. This is a first place game that they're playing, which is crazy. Okay, insane. That just shouldn't be happening. Anyways, I'm going with the Falcons.
Aaron Judge just hit his 60-second home run. By the way, breaking news. Took long enough.
Congrats.
Speaking of sick of somebody.
Thank God they didn't have to interrupt a college football game for that.
Seriously. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. Falcons, Bucks, divisional game for first place. I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons because, like I said last week, Tom Brady, first time. He doesn't want to be there. He's depressed. So actually, what happens? There's going to be two things that could happen. He's either going to go off like 5 touchdowns, go crazy, or he's going to throw like 5 picks and have like a couple fumbles. I don't see this going any other way. And I'm going to go with the interceptions.
He's going to go scorched earth in this game.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for someone. And I don't know who that someone's going to be, but someone's going to leave this game very unhappy.
So this might be an incredibly niche way to put this, but for those of you out there who are Star Wars fans and have watched Revenge of the Sith and you know where I'm going with this, where Anakin turns into Darth Vader and he goes out and he's lightsaber and he's killing all the little soon-to-be Jedis. That's what Tom Brady's gonna do. Tom Brady's gonna go full execute Order 66 and he's gonna go psycho. And
oh man,
it's not gonna be good because I've seen this man play when he's pissed off.
Right, but this is like a different type of like.
But not only
it's a heartbreak, I think.
But it's that on top of last week losing to the Chiefs in that fashion where he got beat up and there were just stupid mistakes here and there. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I'm a little worried for the Falcons in this game, especially because Cordero Patterson is now on IR for a couple of weeks and he is basically their entire offense because they have forgotten Kyle Pitts. So
he scores a touchdown.
You think so?
Yeah,
I hope
time.
so.
It's
because
time.
Hello, it's time.
You know what I need the Bucks to do? This could never happen because it's so awful. But I would, in a perfect world, I would want their social team to get a video of Tom Brady like sitting in the locker room before the game. You know those TikToks where it was like,
yes.
Like she just got broke up with her boyfriend. She just found out her boyfriend's cheating on her, blah blah blah, before a game.
Yep.
Yeah, I need someone to do that. That'd be awesome.
Would be pretty cool. Yeah, he's going to. Tom Brady's just a full sicko. I'm I apologize to Atlanta Falcons fans, and I don't think you're gonna have a lot of fun watching this one. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna have fun watching the Titans and the Commanders. I'll tell you that much. That game's gonna be. So I don't understand the Titans. They are good, then they're
No, I
bad,
don't
then
get
they're
it
not
either.
good, and they're not. I'm not AFC South. Don't like you. Don't like watching you, and I don't want to watch this game, and I'm not going to probably. And the Titans are going to win.
hmm
Sorry, Titans
Um,
fans. Sorry.
yeah, I mean, we all know how I feel about Carson Wentz. I feel like that says enough.
Yeah, I'll explain.
All good. So, moving on. Another game that you know what? If you had to pay me to watch it, I
Continue
still don't
the
know if I would.
AFC South. Yeah, so this is where the Jags are going to start to take their lead. They're going to beat up on the Texans, I think. I think it's going to be bad. And
What are the Texans? Are they ever gonna get first win of the season?
no. Maybe when they play the Browns and yeah, you know the game. Yeah, maybe then. Maybe that time, but
Oh shit! I forgot that game. I forgot
right, I
that
just
like
really
even
just
existed.
disgusting. Yeah, maybe then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
that time.
Okay, maybe.
They'll go winless until that one. Yeah, that's just like perfect script, NFL script
Yeah,
right there.
seriously.
Yeah, we'll leak it before they do. Hey, this might be my
Um,
favorite game of the week. This is my favorite game of the week.
I saw your
49ers.
tweet last night about Joey Bosa or
49ers.
the Nick Bosa.
I made a TikTok. I said Joey. I had to delete it and start over. I mean, they're literally the same. So
They really are.
49ers defense is about to destroy Baker Mayfield's life. As if he wasn't the
Yeah.
worst quarterback in the NFL, it's going to get worse. Nick Bosa does not like you. Don't like him. He is going to have like 5 sacks this game because of a stupid fucking flag plant. Not going to be
Listen,
good.
these grudges never go away.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for them. And then soon we'll have Sam Darnold back out there. Not that's any better.
It's not, but the 49ers they have no reason to lose this game. Now, if they did, I don't know if I would be all that surprised based on the fluctuation of what Jimmy G we get this week.
Yeah, but Jimmy G's not as bad as
No, he's
the
absolutely
other
not.
party. The only reason that they contend in any game is because of defense. Actually, for
Yeah.
both.
No, I agree. I agree. But listen, AG has been known to have a few stinkers. I hope this isn't one of them because I don't know. Like I'm kind of enjoying what's happening to Carolina right now with Matt Rule having to answer questions about his job because he's not a good coach. And
You watched the DJ Moore video?
Oh yeah.
Odell all over again.
Things are not good. No. Odell all over again. Who could have predicted that one?
Not us ever.
Yeah.
Every single week.
Seriously. This next one is kind of interesting because I don't necessarily hate your pick, but I kind of hate mine too. Like
yeah, I don't like either. I have only one reason.
I'm so sitting on the fence for this.
Yeah, my one reason is Cooper Rush is going to have a game where you realize that he's a backup quarterback. Aaron Donald strip sack, and they're not gonna be wanting Dak back because I don't think they really like him. But the Cooper Rush, whatever's going on, gonna like down a little, which would be cool if I was wrong.
Over. I'm just like I'm really annoyed with the Rams right now.
Yeah, they're
top to bottom. They're fighting on the sidelines too. Like I'm not really sold on them. I think Matthew Stafford, there's got to be more going on like with that elbow injury than what's being told because he looks terrible. what the hell is the point of having Allen Robinson on this football team, guys? If we're not going to throw to him unless it's yards, like
clear
5
over his
yards out
head.
of bounds where he can't even catch it, or garbage time. That does nothing for me. So if it totally does nothing for you, what's the point here? He's making money.
They made it work with
Just
Odell. Why can't they just
get exercise? Because Matthew Stafford is not good, and this offensive line is letting him get beat up. So he's rushing, he's not going through his progressions, and he's forcing everything to.
I have like a Matthew Stafford theory. I kind of talked about it earlier, but I just don't think he cares. But I don't think he cares as much. He's like, I want a fucking ring. I'm already good. I don't have to do all this shit. I think that's
I kind of agree. He finally got a Super Bowl ring.
He's like, F you, Detroit. I'm out. I
maybe
did this.
check
like,
out
I'm done.
a little bit.
Yeah, I think.
I don't disagree. He's makes no sense. This next game, Battle of the Birds.
Just don't even acknowledge my pick. It's only because I think that they're gonna lose sometime, and I want to be right when it happens. But I do like Eagles.
Yeah, I like the Eagles a lot, top to bottom. I like everything that they're doing. I really do, which is so weird for me to say that. And the Cardinals are really frustrating for me right now because I can't tell if they are good or they just haven't figured it out yet or they're actually bad. And I feel like it changes for me every week where I stand on that. And he had Kyler and Cliff yelling at each other. I just don't want any part of that.
It was just a week of arguing,
Everybody. Mercury is not even in retrograde anymore.
Yeah, it's just we're out of that, so I don't know.
I don't know. I really like the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts is really growing on me, astonishingly fast. It helps that he's my fantasy quarterback, but I watched him on the Manning cast last night, and I was just like, oh, this guy's.
He was on the Manning cast. See, I didn't watch. Yeah. I did not watch it.
It was great
because I was cleaning my apartment and doing stuff while the game was on. I would watch a little bit. See, now my Cardinals pick makes it better.
Oh yeah, the curse. How about that one? Well, hopefully, hopefully that breaks. Very complimentary of Tom Brady last night, and once he said that, I was I'm sold. I love this guy. Here we go. This one's kind of a big one for you.
This is my favorite game of the whole week. You have the Bengals and the Ravens in Baltimore. Man, I would love to go to this. I would love to have some crab cakes, some oysters, sit right in the front row to watch the Bengals lose. Ravens. I don't care. I don't care that they wrecked them all last year. Have half of their players.
Yep.
I think someone's gonna fist fight in this game.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too.
I think Marcus Peters and Jafar are about to rough it up. Someone's getting punched. So, and I think. Also, let's add to the story. So, our guest on our show, Patrick Queen. I was scrolling on TikTok the other day. I saw this video of Patrick Queen talking about Joe Burrow, and I don't think those two like each other very much. College teammates. It was a video of Patrick Queen saying one day at practice at LSU, they literally got into a fist fight. He had him in a headlock, and Joe Burrow was punching him in the stomach, and he was punching him back.
Wow, that changes
what if he sacks
everything? I was really indecisive about this game, and I just kind of closed my eyes and circled and went with whatever it was.
Don't let me convince you for this one because I did the wrong way last week.
But I'm gonna take Cincinnati because I feel like they're at the point where they're gonna start to get it together. I think last week was a good starter, jumping off point. And after what happened last week with the Ravens, I just don't. Well, I know Lamar and everything, but
right. And it's a division game. AFC North games are straight up a battle every single time. They fight every game. Someone does something reckless. You saw Eli Apple jump on the fucking field. So right.
I'm gonna stay with Cincy on this one, but it's not like a full, like I'm not 100% sold, but I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, I think the vibes in Baltimore are high right now. They lost to the Bills. They're pissed off. I don't know. I'm excited to watch though. All I
Yeah.
gotta say, I'm excited to watch. Either way, whatever happens in the game, it's gonna affect Browns standing. Browns are gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then another divisional game that has the potential to be insanely stupid. The
Yeah, hear
Raiders
me
got
out
their
about
first
this
win,
one.
finally.
They did. The
Finally.
Chiefs are looking good. I feel like when they play each other, it's always a little.
Yeah, but
I think the Chiefs win, but I think the Raiders will look a little better than they have.
I will say Josh McDaniels against Patrick Mahomes. I know they like don't go up against each other specifically, but McDaniels is not terrible when it comes to battling like a Spagnuolo defense, especially over the last couple of years against the Chiefs. So that right there should give the Raiders a little bit more of a boost. I'm not sold on Derek Carr still. I was for a week, and then he said, "Nope, just kidding, same person." And I'm back on the anti-Derek Carr ship, and he just average for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And even though they won last week, like throw a touchdown, he barely cracked like what 100 yards or something.
You know who hasn't been average and has really well, to my surprise? Clyde.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yep, I agree. Very surprising, but I'm happy for him because the bus talk happened right away with him, and I felt really bad. That being said, about the Raiders, though, I don't think they really have all that much of a chance in the game because the Chiefs just look
like the Chiefs always do.
Yeah. So.
And it's at Arrowhead. Not fun.
Yeah. Very loud, very crazy place. But that's it. I feel a lot more comfortable about the picks this week and like the slate of games this week than last week. Last week was just.
Yeah. I just have a lot of funny ones. Sorry, guys. Don't.
They will.
But there's a lot of there's a lot of drama going on right now in the NFL. When isn't there? But like, there's a lot of drama going on. Hey, I have one thing to add. One thing to add to the stream, and then I'm done. So, you guys need me on Friday? Don't text me. If you need me on Saturday, don't text me. I got 2 playoff games coming up, maybe 3. I don't know. Guardians play over here Friday, Saturday. Don't know the times yet because I think it's at 1 p.m., which is dumb. But a lot of my personal well-being, mental health is riding on these next few days. So hopefully,
are you going?
See me next.
To
I'm going Saturday. Going to the game on Saturday. Tristan McKenzie's pitching. Yeah. So a lot of my mental well-being is riding on these next few days. So hopefully, when you guys see me next Tuesday, it'll be good. Regardless of the outcome, very proud of them. Awesome season. But I still will be sad if they do. The Yankees.
Listen, I hope they do because I would kill to go to a playoff game with you against the Yankees and just talk shit the whole time. So
yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
okay, guys, we got nothing else. That's all we got. I hope your team wins. And play our freaking daily fantasy.
Yeah. Make sure somebody reminds me to do that this week too, because
I'll remind you.
Weeks in a row, I forgot. It's not a good look for my own. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday.